We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number one.
Batting second.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Ripped down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And he'll pull into second with one away.
You know, D-Row, the benchmark of having a great year is 200 hits. How about this guy? Rack up 250 hits on the season so far.
Yeah, and you don't do that without just a staunch approach.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the Red Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's J.D. Martinez as he'll send a ground ball down to third. There's one. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Nate Eovaldi is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty D, we're awfully lucky in this. We're getting a chance to see one of the top pitchers in the AL this year. As a matter of fact, this guy has a legit shot to win the Cy Young Award. He doesn't walk a lot of guys, and one of the other things he does, he pitches deep into games.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number one.
Batting second, the third baseman.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Grounded down the third baseline. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore, but first here's Heidi Watney with a little bit more on the forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can't expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
This guy's had a
swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. Bogaerts isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Next up for the Red Sox, Dustin Pedroia. Early RBI spot for him here, and not a bad guy for the job. Currently 9th in the American League in runs batted in.
Yeah, here we are in the middle of summer, and he just keeps contributing in a great way by driving in runs. He's been taking advantage of run-scoring opportunities all season long.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Into the box, Christian Vasquez, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. 0-1 the count. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr.
The right fielder.
Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he takes a called strike 2. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hayes will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. Oh,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 go the Orioles. They trail in this one 3-0. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Smith is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So coming to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 34.
Striding in once again, David Ortiz looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Hard hit ball to short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position. And, you know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to 3rd because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds. Ready now for Baltimore. Ramon Urias, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down for the all set for the start of the inning. Here now is Rafael Devers. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base. Runner's on his way to third. Line drive base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. In there, now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Bogaerts, the runner at third with no outs. Line drive base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead. And now that
1-1. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he has signaled to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb.
Your attention, please.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. From the belt, the pitch. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. The next 0-2. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Next for the Red Sox, the right field.
The man at second with one down, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Oh, and the pitch is low, and it won't be dug out, so he's going to take third on the stolen base. The 1-0 home. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two runs on the board after the home run by Mookie Betts. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So here now is Jackie Bradley. High in the air out to center field. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 34.
Now to the plate, David Ortiz. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So digging in now, Lucius Fox. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
The windup and the 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. And here's Renato Nunez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets to him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Thank you, Heidi. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox.
In now, Rafael Devers. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused. Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there, and I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
Soft grounder left side, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Michael Rooker gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch in the Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. Swing and a liner. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dwight Smith Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Austin Hayes the next to bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Swings through it for strike number two. Runner at first here, one man out. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. To second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two. Ready now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back easily. At the plate now, Christian Vasquez. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. There goes Pedroia. Strike taken, the throw. And they won't get him. It's a stolen base for Pedroia. One out and a runner on second base. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 10-0 score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb,
and not in time as the run scores.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Still only one out in the inning. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. So the base hit drives home their third run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Miguel Castro gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, J.D. Martinez. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 1-1. pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Hayes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Stepping up now, Xander Bogaerts. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while. Nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5.
Leading off.
Standing in, Ramon Urias will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Ramon Urias becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning, and he will make the play. 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 23.
First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Late that time for a strike.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got another one here. 12 punch outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
The left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter number 50.
So striding forward now, Dustin Pedroia. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In the air now, out to left. Santander waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lucius Fox. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Devers has it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Hanser Alberto. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So he sets him down swinging. Hanser Alberto becomes the 2nd out of the bottom of the 7th.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jackie Bradley Jr. in his career versus this pitcher, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. And he falls behind 0-2. And the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Now at the plate, David Ortiz. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 1-0 home. And the runner's breaking for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add 1 more home run onto this already impressive number.
Shortstop,
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Line drive to left. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. No hits to this point.
the right fielder.
Lifted in the air to center. Bradley is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder.
First offering on its way.
Hey.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Into the box now, Andrew Benintendi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here it comes. And this is popped up. Back behind second. Fox is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The batter number 50, second baseman.
Stepping in, Dustin Pedroia. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. Paul Fry enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 51.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now, gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. And in now for the O's, Ramon Urias starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Austin Wynns, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit in the air down the left field line.
On the run is Benintendi.
And he makes the catch in the corner. Chris Davis at the plate now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
The 0-1 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Looped out toward third. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. Striding into the box, Hanser Alberto. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Red Sox will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the 1st inning through the 9th. Totally dominant.